Hi, and welcome into the Mike Magistrelli Show. I'm David Meyer. Today we're going to be talking about we're going to be recapping the game versus St. Francis, talking to linebacker Brody Mason, and then looking forward to the next game against Roosevelt. But Coach, how you doing?
Doing great, David. Thank you.
So a great win versus St. Francis. What were some of the keys to that game?
Well, it was a unique situation. Playing a team for a second time during the course of a regular season doesn't typically happen very often. So kind of a neat opportunity to see where you were from the second week in the season, and then see the improvements that you made and the leaps that you've made throughout the course of the year to line back up again against the same team and again see where you measure up. So was very proud of the guys. Thought we played outstanding defense throughout the day. Made it very, very tough on St. Francis offense, particularly the quarterback. A lot of pressure and turnovers, those type of things, and then was very happy with the offense in terms of controlling time of possession. We had some big plays offensively, so very, very good team win overall.
Yeah, the defense was just absolutely dominant, only allowing one rushing yard. Was that a focus going in?
Yeah, obviously, St. Francis is a team that has struggled a little bit to run the ball during the course of the year, but has done most of their damage through the air in the passing game. So obviously, when you face a team like that, you want to make sure that you hold that rushing attack down and again, keep them that one-dimensional. If they're able to get a running game going, it makes their passing game that much more difficult. So we did a great job again, shutting down the run. You mentioned limiting them to 1 yard. That's a couple weeks in a row that we've done just a phenomenal job against the run, and really force them again to be one-dimensional. And they're able to make some plays at times in the passing game, but you give any team enough opportunities, they're going to make some plays at times. But again, thought we did a great job of pressuring the quarterback. I had a number of sacks on the day, a number of quarterback hurries and pressures, those type of things, which resulted in a number of turnovers as well.
Yeah, a lot of turnovers, really. I think it was 4 interceptions and a couple fumbles.
Yeah, big critical turnovers, like you mentioned. I think there were 6 total, like you said, 4 interceptions, a couple fumble recoveries, which were huge for us. And if I'm not mistaken, I think there was 9 sacks in all. I think Ryan Zickus had 4 of them. I think Bernard had a couple, and a number of other guys. So just again, a great defensive performance. All that starts with Coach Phillip, our defensive coordinator, and the defensive staff of again putting the guys in position to be successful. But then you got to give the guys a ton of credit. They're the ones that go out there and make it happen week in and week out.
Yeah, and let's switch over to the offense. Declan McDonald throwing 3 touchdowns. How did that feel? Well,
it's great. Obviously, Declan making the start this week with John Beckendorf out, and Declan's the guy that's in his his 2 years in the program here has played quite a bit of football for us. He played a number of games his freshman year and a couple of now opportunities here his sophomore year, and so he's certainly not scared of the moment. I thought he did some really, really good things, connected with Yemi Ward several times on touchdowns, and again created some big plays. I thought he did a nice job with his feet as well, running and scrambling and extending the play at times. So I thought it was a very, very good day for Declan McDonald as well.
Yeah, and you mentioned Yemi Ward getting 3 touchdown catches. Was that planned or just happened to be the guy?
A little bit of both. Yemi's a very talented wide receiver for us. He showed flashes throughout the year up to this point, and it's something where we always try and find ways to get him the balls. We do a number of different guys, but it became evident during the course of the game that he was having quite a day. They were struggling to cover him, so you just kind of feel the game out as it progresses, and probably went his way more times than we necessarily intended to going into the game. But that's just the way the game kind of unfolded.
What are something, even though you did have such a dominant game, what are things you want to improve on?
There's always things. I think if you look at the course of the game, there was some wind definitely blowing in one direction, and if you look back at the game, all 31 points that were scored in the game were all scored with the wind. So going against the wind, there was some situations where we need to be a little bit more successful, particularly in the first and the third quarter. So there's certainly some things to work on and improve on. There's a couple things in the special teams play as well that we'll get cleaned up.
Normally on offense, you're a very run-first team. You kind of diversified this week. Was that on purpose?
We need to do that to be successful. Certainly St. Francis is a very good defensive team. They run a 3-3 stack defense. They've run it for years now at a very, very high level, and knew that we were going to have to be multi-dimensional. I thought we did a good job running the football. I think we had 100 yards rushing at half, and we're able to balance that with the passing game. Again, a number of those plays going to Yemi there, a critical one being a touchdown right before the half to give us 14 points there at halftime, and being able to throw and run it was something we intended to do going into the game, and it was great to see us succeed at both.
All right, thanks, Coach. We'll catch up with Coach later to talk about the upcoming Roosevelt game, but next we'll talk to Brody Mason on the Mike Magistrelli Show.
KALA serves the Quad Cities as a 10,000-watt FM radio station, a real-world lab for radio, TV, and journalism students, and a community connection for St. Ambrose University. The educational station was designed to introduce students to the professional world of broadcasting while promoting a positive image in the community. St. Ambrose students are provided an opportunity to experience genuine broadcasting, learning the creative and technical skills needed in the industry. KALA plays a wide variety of music not heard on other stations. Programming includes international news from PRI, Public Radio International, local news, and public affairs programs on 88.5 FM. KALA HD2 offers additional music variety and live St. Ambrose University sports at 106.1 FM. In addition, students operate a third online radio station, The Stinger, providing even more opportunities for students to host their own show. Students develop writing and vocal skills, learn broadcast operations software and regulations, and represent the university at a variety of community events, all while improving their critical thinking and problem-solving skills in a professional, hands-on environment. For nearly 50 years, KALA, broadcasting to the community, serving St. Ambrose University, and teaching the broadcasters of tomorrow.
Hi, and welcome back to the Mike Magistrelli Show. We're here with junior linebacker Brody Mason. Brody, how you doing?
I'm doing well, thanks for asking.
So a big win against St. Francis. What were some things you came into the game focused on?
Well, on the defensive side of the ball, Coach always preaches 11 hats to the ball. Everybody flying around making plays all the time. As an offense, we're a physical team. Our O-line plays well. When we run the ball well, it opens up our passing game, like Coach said. So really just being able to do both on both sides of the ball, defend the pass, defend the run, also being able to pass and being able to run. Just a balance of both, really, we were looking forward to, and that's what helped us get the win.
And what do you like more, defending against the run or the pass?
Personally, I like defending against the pass more because field opens up. It's just a lot more open space to make plays, and I feel like the opportunity arises more. But we have to be able to play both, downhill football, fill the gaps in the run, defend the run. We got to be able to do both.
And how long have you been playing football?
I started probably flag football in about 2nd grade and then tackle in 4th, and just been playing tackle football ever since.
Okay, what is probably your favorite memory?
Last year when we beat Olivet, that was one of the most exciting games. Quarterback, very similar to this year, quarterback went down, John got hurt, freshman quarterback had to step up because everybody else was already hurt. Somehow managed to, through all the adversity that was thrown at us, we just found a way to win. And time again this year, case seems to be the thing again. We just find a way to win whenever it matters.
Yeah, absolutely so important. So your performance last week, a good game, you had 1 sack.
Mm-hmm.
How does that feel in the moment?
There's nothing better than looking down the sideline, especially when you're watching film after and just seeing everybody, offensive coaches, defensive coaches, offensive players, defensive players, even the special teams guys, just getting so excited for you. You can't really explain it. When you see somebody where you bust your tail off every day for, and then they're there cheering you on, it's the best, most satisfying feeling in the world.
Yeah. How has the team been this year?
Truly started we had a little rocky start. Started 1-2, had to find our identity, honestly. Locked it down in practice, decided to enjoy football more instead of being so nitpicky with everything. And once we started and just enjoying being out there, playing the game of football, we really started being a lot more successful.
Yeah, definitely turning things around, a good winning streak going.
Oh, yeah.
What do you want to do looking forward?
Well, we got our last game this week against Roosevelt, which happened to be our first game of the year, and it was not a good start. We're not trying to make excuses, but it was not a great weather. I mean, that's for both sides of the ball, but we're a lot better team than what we were then, and we're definitely going to showcase that on Saturday.
All right. What is one specific thing you want to do differently against Roosevelt?
Well, prior to last week, we were the number 2 rushing defense in the nation, and the Roosevelt running back is currently number 1 rusher in the nation, so it's a battle of the best this week, and I mean, we're not going down without a fight, so we're gonna be up till the bell rings.
All right, great to hear it. Thanks, Brody.
Thank you.
We'll be right back talking to Coach about the upcoming game versus Roosevelt on the Mike Magistrelli Show.
Being a music major at St. Ambrose University has allowed me the opportunity to get to know all of the professors on a personal level, and they all care about my own growth as a musician. It's really nice to be learning in an environment where I can maybe sometimes have conversations with the professors outside of class who obviously want to help me learn, and that is their main goal. And it's easy to get that interaction from them. The opportunities that you get to perform in and outside of class, there are many of them, and all of them are great ways to meet the right people that might help you get started in your piano career, life as a musician. And that's definitely something that's helped me, something that I've loved about being here. I would recommend it for other people for the same reasons.
I love the culture here at St. Ambrose. It means family to me. I think it's that personal touch you don't receive at a larger institution, and just the values that St. Ambrose has.
Welcome back to the Mike Magistrelli Show. We're going to talk about the upcoming game versus Roosevelt. So, Coach, what are some of your keys to that game?
Well, again, similar to our game a week ago against St. Francis, we're playing a Roosevelt team that we played early in the season, obviously the first game of the season. So, again, another unique opportunity to play the team twice in one season. And, kind of like Brody mentioned, we really didn't play well the first week, and we went on the road and played up at their place, and really struggled really on both sides of the ball, and ended up getting beat pretty handily, and that's something that as the years gone on, we feel like we've gotten better each week, and hopefully much improved from that football team that played that weekend. So obviously an opportunity to again see where you measure up against an opponent that beat you early in the season. So that's a unique opportunity for us Saturday.
So that previous game was away. This upcoming one is going to be at home. How much of the home field advantage do you guys get?
Well, you always enjoy playing at home. It's certainly a nice opportunity to play at Brady Street. Again, not have to travel the day of the game, those type of things. So that part will be great. It's our final home game of the year. We'll be honoring the seniors, which is always a nice thing to not only honor those guys, but ideally send those guys out with a win, those type of things. So certainly great opportunity to play at home.
Your rushing defense has been very good the past couple weeks. Roosevelt has one of the better rushers in the league. What is your plan against him?
Yeah, we've got to find a way to slow him down. He's an outstanding running back. I believe, like Brody said, I believe he's leading the nation in rushing, and so again, great matchup of a very good defense against an outstanding running back, and obviously, with a great running back, you got to have some pretty good guys up front in the O-line, so they do a great job with that. And there's no secret they're going to give him the football 40, 45 times a game, and run him both between the tackles as well as get him on the perimeter. He's got outstanding speed and athleticism, but certainly a tough runner between the tackles as well. So just a great matchup for us. We're going to have to again find a way to slow him down, and hopefully make them have to throw the football to beat us.
What are some of the ways you can slow him down?
Well, we're going to have to load the line of scrimmage. We're going to have to put hats up around the line of scrimmage. We're going to have to pursue the football extremely well. It's something we take a lot of pride in, do a great job of. It's going to be absolutely critical this week because, again, he's a very elusive runner, breaks tackles well, and those type of things to where the more hats we can get to the football, the better opportunities we'll have.
Offensively, you guys didn't have the best performance against Roosevelt. What's something you want to change about that?
Well, we felt like coming out of that game, they were much more physical than we were. They controlled the line of scrimmage. Those are some areas where, again, we feel like as the year's gone on, we've gotten better and better. So, again, it's an opportunity to see where we measure up against a team that, again, we felt like, really controlled us up front and really limited us in terms of what we're able to do offensively, whether that be in the running game or through the air. So, again, not a great performance by us, but, again, we feel like we're a much better football team at this point.
How is the team changed now that Declan's most likely going to be starting this week?
Yeah, I think it certainly starts with him, getting, again, confidence of being able to play. And he's not a guy that certainly lacks confidence. He's got a lot of confidence in himself, and his teammates have a ton of confidence in him because, again, I've said it a number of times over the weeks, he's a gamer. It doesn't matter who you put him out there against. He's not intimidated, just enjoys competing and playing and having fun out there. And that's kind of Declan's mindset. And so, getting him that comfort level and that confidence is a big thing.
What is your biggest focus going past this game into the off season?
Well, getting a win this week. Obviously getting a win this week, finishing the year 6-2 would be a great jump start for us into the off season, and obviously a unique situation playing here in the spring, and we're going to turn around and play again pretty quickly there again in the fall. So I think getting a lot of positive momentum and energy coming out of the end of this season. We've done a great job the last number of weeks on a 4-game win streak. Obviously, we want to extend that to 5, and I think that'll do wonders for us moving into the off season and ultimately the fall season.
All right. That's all I have, Coach. Thanks for joining us. Make sure to listen to the game against Roosevelt, and we'll see you next time on the Mike Magistrelli Show.